All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua. Call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kudash. Double honors, Apostle El's Great Mills, Strong Through and Chiefs Well, peace, salutation to all you occupied four corners of the earth. Hey, this is Jaquan from YSO. Yahushua Sanctified Ones coming to you with this quick video. Hey, the uproars of the people are here. The signs of the times is here. Second Ezra's 9th chapter, we're gonna be rolling into sedition of men, Second Ezra's 15th chapter. So I'm gonna just bring out those two scriptures and look, this shit is going in. This shit is ended. We've been saying it, but this shit is ended. You can see it. It takes time. Nothing, America is such a great wheel. And that great, huge, gigantic machine takes time to come to a halt. But you see it's coming to an end because here now you got these devils. They go out stealing oil. They done stole Venezuelan oil. They stole Venezuelan gold. They done stole the Venezuelan silver and other minerals that come out of Venezuela. And they literally said it. They literally saying how rich Venezuela is. You have multiple generals come out and said multiple high military officials and Trump himself come out saying how vast the country was. They had to take it because they didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know how. It was their right to take from them because they helped them build their oil factories that they turned around and made them shut them down because they stopped giving them the products that they needed to keep it running. They wouldn't just like same thing with Cuba. You right? They stripped Cuba of all. They gave them all kind of sanctions and stripped them of any kind of mineral materials that they needed to better themselves. And Cuba's stuck in still running cars from the 1960s, and they keep rotating them. They keep fixing them. Whenever they go down, they use this shit to fix them. Cuba's fucked up. So they do the same thing basically to Venezuela. They broke Venezuela. They broke their system, and now they saying that they owe them and they owe America and now they going over there robbing them, man. They stealing their oil tankers and shit. They stealing all their oil. They stealing their gold. They stealing their silver. All their mineral wealth. So, and then they say it on TV. They don't mind. First, it was about dope and drugs. Now, you ain't heard nothing about no drugs coming out of Venezuela, have you? Everything that they seized has something to do with oil, gold, or silver, or other precious metals. Nothing about no fucking drugs. It started with drugs. That was the excuse, the lie that they used to get into Venezuela. Was that, oh, well, it was drugs we get? No. You just wanted to rob them blind because you're broke, because your system is falling and crashing. You're trying to save your system. And Venezuela being one of the most richest countries on this earth, especially when it comes to the oil, they are the top. And you wanted it. You wanted it for yourself, even no matter if it's going to take you 10 years, 5 years down the road to make a profit off of it. As long as you got it, you're still in it. And, because I noticed that gas prices went down a little bit. Like there was like 268 where I'm at. So it's like, oh, okay. So, all this thievery that America doing, and, is helping it for the moment. So for the second, at least, a little bit. But you're a thief, man. You're just a robber and a thief, man. Woe to the bloody city, man. He's full of lies and robbery, man. Hey, man, Babylon is horrible, man. This is a horrible... Esau Edom is a horrible fucking race of people, man. They're fucking the wicked, right? The devil is fucking Edom, Esau, right? The one you call so-called white man, that motherfucker is the devil's devil. He does all kind of devil shit, and his people sit by and watch it. And he's doing it to his own people. So now he's killing his own people, right? He killed the lesbian woman, or whatever the fuck she was, the Edomite, right, woman in Minnesota. So this world is it's all in the uproar, okay? This world is fucked up. And, I call Lo Yahweh Shema Shah because that means the Lord is coming back. Good. So with that said, I'm going to play this video, right? And then after this video, I'm going to these couple scriptures.
This is Dabu7, and here on this Tuesday we have the phone lines and internet opening back up in Iran, and with that happening, we have a lot of people letting information out, and they're saying that anywhere between 12 and 20,000 people.
Fair use.
Are said to have been killed on the ground in these protests in Iran across the country. So Trump puts out a message and says that the patriots on the ground there should keep protesting, that they should take over their institutions, and that help is on the way. He says, save the names of killers and abusers, they will pay a big price. He says that he's also canceled all of his meetings with Iranian officials until all the killing stops. Again, he says help is on its way. Mika. Didn't say Mecca. It says Mika. And signs off Donald J. Trump. He essentially has called for a coup or an armed insurrection on the ground and calling for these people to take over their institutions. Now, we know that that's what they would rather see, something spring forth from the streets here in this, because just like with Venezuela, they're not wanting to go in and spend all this time and money and resources. They just want to topple the leadership and get leadership in there that will play ball. If not, they'll pick them off one by one. And Trump is strong-arming the whole situation, country to country to country. If you haven't noticed, from Cuba to Mexico to Greenland, saying he's going to get it one way or another. The blowback from all this is not going to be good. We've yet to see it here in America, but it's coming, I'm telling you. We also have Iran threatening to kill or hang the man in the middle. He is a very popular demonstrator, so to speak, that has risen up, and they're saying they're going to execute him. So, all of this happening, and with social media getting back up online, people are getting even more ticked off. It looks like they may be organizing to try for another wave. Again, like 100 cities hit across Iran, more than they ever expected in this situation. And it's going to be interesting to see exactly what kind of help Trump is talking about that's on the way. Will they be missiles? When will it be? Well, all the signs are there. Something can go down at any moment. So this is the latest. Join me on the live stream. We're an update to this and a whole lot more. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here on Dabu77.
All right, so hey, look, so you hear it, man. So the world is in an uproar. Everywhere you go, there's all this calamity, all this fighting. Like they talk about France too. Matter of fact, macaroni, whatever his fucking name is, about like macaron, I think. But Macaroni and his wife, hell, they had to flee. I think they had to flee France. They ran into where did they go? Damn, where did Macaroni and his wife go? And they fucking left France. They ran into, I think it was Germany. Damn, I want to say it was Germany, but I can't remember. But yeah, they had to get the hell out of there because, you know, they're afraid of what's happening because they know what's going down, right? They seeing what's being done on this earth, and everybody can see it, right? The days are numbered, right? Babylon days are numbered, and this devil is just raging, right? And Trump is Satan's henchman, man. Right, he's him and all them devils right there, but he's that good devil. He's that good old devil that they can depend on. You know, he's making these things come forth. You know, fast. He's helping. He's doing what the Lord wanted him to do. He's pulling forth all the prophecies. He's making the prophecies come true on the left hand side. The wicked are doing what they're supposed to do. You know, they do their job. You know, stupendously. They're great at it. But right quick, let me just go to the scripture, right quick. Hold on. Slocky. There we go. All right, let me go to this right here. This goes back to Second Ezra's chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently. And we doing that through paying attention to videos, paying attention to news, underground news, seeing what's going on in the world. Like I said, Macaroni and his wife them fled their country, fearing backlash. Fucking Ukraine was trying to kill Putin, and Putin struck back with all kind of hypersonic missiles that they just didn't even know it was coming in. And when them bitches hit, they hit like it was just like hellfire raining down. It's like you think about Sodom and Gomorrah, hellfire just raining down in Ukraine. So, man, this world is just fucked. All right. So the long as the wicked when the wicked rule the earth, the people mourn. When the righteous in rulership, the people rejoice. So, Yahweh Shai is coming back to rule, and we all gonna be rejoicing because right now this shit is hell. No matter everywhere you turn, you go, it's always something. It's just hell. You know what I mean? They're killing their own people now. As that scripture say, how can he that do good to you if he can't do good unto himself? And himself doing good unto himself is his own people. He murdered his own fucking people. So who the fuck are you, right? Who are you, so-called black man, so-called white woman? So I mean, so-called black man, so-called black woman. Who are you to this devil? When they start killing their own people in cold blood, right on a fucking camera, and then they all lied about it. They all lied. All of them tried to lie for this cop. He wasn't even a cop. He's an ICE agent. There's not even a federal government. They're not even supposed to be. They're not even supposed to be detaining anybody, any fucking American. They do not have any authority over any American, any person that's an American. Their job is to go get anybody that's illegal. They are not supposed to handle any civilian that's born and raised, birthed here in America, right? So, but they don't go by their own laws, right? They break their own laws, and this is what this devil do, right? So, hey, man, this is Babylon. Woe to the bloody city, because it's full of lies and robbery. It is full of lies and robbery. Okay. Back to the scriptures. This second Ezra 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, when I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. That's the Lord visiting. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is visiting this motherfucker through all this calamity. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world and all that shit, Iran in the world, they say in the world. So it's not just in America, in the entire world. You see all kind of uproars from Iran to Ukraine, everywhere you go in America, in the world, there's something going on. China's about to go into Taiwan, North Korea trying to get ready to hit South Korea. Man, there's so much turmoil. Everywhere you go, there's just so much hell, right? The Israelis and Americans about to hit Iran. It's war everywhere, this devil's going to be perplexed on every side. Okay, so then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. That's right. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginnings in Salakia. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings. Damn, Salakia. Let me jump up. Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And that's what's happening to America right now. The end of America is coming to existence. And this is manifesting, and it's showing. Because it's, like he said, it's going to be a blowback from all this shit Trump doing, Venezuela, from all this talking about taking Greenland, talking about going to Mexico, talking about going to fucking, even talking about taking fucking Canada. Trump has been all over the place. So it's like, stealing oil. I mean, he's the biggest, thieving the fuck out the oil, the precious metals, the gold. They stole all Venezuelan oil. They've been stealing their oil, their gold, and their silver. So it's got so bad. China said, "Fuck that. They not sending no more silver down. They stopped sending silver out. They gonna keep that shit for themselves and their countries, because China got so much of it. But they will send it out to different countries. Evidently was to make them some money and shit. They like, fuck it, ain't worth it. We ain't sending y'all shit. Starve on it." Well, it's just the same thing with the chips. Taiwan. That's why China want to go into Taiwan to take Taiwan, which Taiwan is a part of their country, but America got his ass up in the middle of everything. But they gonna end up doing the same thing that America has done to Venezuela. They gonna end up doing to China. China's gonna end up doing to Taiwan. They're gonna go up in there and steal them chips because they need the chips to run this AI and all these different RFID chip and all this shit is gonna be a big play. So this shit is just crazy. Everywhere you look, like I said, Putin and Russia dropped them fucking hypersonic missiles on fucking Ukraine a couple days ago, man, that was a bad deal. They couldn't stop that shit. They didn't even know it was coming. The one general said they didn't know it was coming to the motherfuckers hit. So look, they ain't ready, man. The Lord got an armory. Here's his weaponry. They ain't ready for the weaponry that the Lord has had these devils to get ready for Esau Edom on this side, and it's his own people, man. This shit's gonna be hell, right? So don't think we about to go through an easy time. This shit's gonna be hell. You got to get ready for this. Okay, so verse 5: For like as all things is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works. And we can see it now. And endings in effects and signs. And that's what we're dealing with, right? It's an effect and sign. We can see the ending coming. You can see it, right? Because it's only so long before this bitch turned into a powder cake, especially after killing that Edomite, right? So you got ICE killing the Edomite who's not even supposed to, they're not even law enforcement, right? They're only supposed to deal with the immigrants, the people that are here illegally, right? But to the fact that he felt that he had the right to kill what you would call a law-abiding citizen, a United States American citizen, and they have no rights or jurisdiction over them because they are not the police. They are not governed to be the police officers. They're only for a certain special reason. So, man, you can't, there's nothing here there's nothing good that's really here, right? There's just nothing good here. It's all this shit is fucked up. But right here, let me go here. Let me see. I had it pulled up. Let me pull right here. Subdition of all, man. It's second Ezra 15, but yep. Second Ezra 15, 16. Yep. Right here, let me just hit this. Then I'm gonna close out. 15. This is 15 and 16. Let me get this. Yeah. This is Ezra 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Shem Shai shall bring upon it. This is Egypt. We are in modern day Egypt, right? This is it, right? Oh, I should have went up to 10 because my people led to the Slack like a slaughter. And that's let me just go to Salakia. Behold, this is chapter Second Ezra 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Look it up, man. Look at Jake, man. I mean, they so fucked up and sleep. I mean, but then you look at the Edomites and you understand why, man. Esau got everybody in America just fucking sleep, man. These motherfuckers are gone, right? They're gone. They can't see it no more. There was a president told them, said, when your government doesn't work for you, you got to bear up arms against your government. You got to fight your government. You got to go back. You got to take your government back. They so fucking far gone, man. They can't even see they even lost it. That they can't even see that this is not even a country. That this is a fucking open air slave and concentration camp. Okay, it's an open air prison. You are all enslaved in this slavery, and you are all a part of the fucking cog of the fucking machine, man. Right? You are the thing that's keeping this bitch going, and they can't see that, man. That that they're just being slaved out here. Everybody is. We all are, right? So behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Sheep led to the slaughterhouse, man. And America is that slaughterhouse. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand, right? And this is the elect they're going to bring out, and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So the Lord did this before to Egypt. He's going to do it again to Egypt. And we know that Egypt, there's nothing there. There's no point, right? That because it's just the Ishmaelites in that land. So this Egypt, this is that Egypt. Okay, this is Babylon. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Shem Shai shall bring upon it. They that till the grounds shall mourn. Why? Because motherfuckers make money off of farming, and that's money. You know what I mean? When they lose their crops and they lose their way of making money, it's going to be a hard time. For their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail. All this missiles gonna be dropping. All the pollution that's gonna hit, right? All the plagues, all the different plagues that's gonna hit this bitch, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world. Look at the world. It's all fucked up. It's all in the uproar. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's, going through hell. And them that dwell therein, the people, you got it coming. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, meaning near. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, what they're doing now, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, from Iran to Ukraine to fucking from all that, from everything what you call the Middle East, which is Western Asia, all in that shit, from Taiwan to North Korea to South Korea. All the whole earth is going to be up in the fucking uproar, and they're already getting ready. Okay, all these different places is already ready to go get busy, right? And they're already starting. Like I said, like Iran is just they trying to topple that bitch, And that show you even the Iranians are sleeping, because the very people that's trying to topple you are your fucking enemies, but yet you doing the job, the bidding of your enemies. Now, so a lot of them is probably psyops, probably them agents, them alphabet agents that they use over there from the Israelis and shit. They go over up in there and they cause all kind of hell. That's why they're trying to kill that one guy, because they know he probably is a fucking Israeli posing as an Iranian. And we know how they do the same thing they do over here, right? All right. So shall not regard their kings, and they're not regarding them, nor their prince, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See, so this shit is, you can't get away from what's coming down the pipe, right? You can hide it all you want, you can try to hide it, but there's no getting away from it, man. The end is manifest. It is manifesting, and it is manifesting heavy, right? So hey, look, so I'm Yaquan from Why I Show You How Shot 75 Wands. With that said, hey, keep pushing, keep striving. We almost out of here. Hey, be ready. Be ready, be ready, be ready, get ready, be ready. Okay? With that said, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Al-Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Al-Shah, Call Lo Yahweh, Bashima Shah, Bashem Kakadash, Shalom, double honors to Apostle Elder Great Millstone, who ruled teach well. Double honors to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone, who ruled and teach well. Peace, salutation to all you out in four corners of the earth. I'm Yaquan from YSO. Shalom, Abba.